BBC Breakfast favourite Rachel Burden frequently serves as the reliable replacement for her Go presenters Naga Munchetty, Charlie State, Sally Nugent, and John Kay during their absences. Last year, the seasoned broadcaster and mother of four took over from Naga, partnering Charlie State on the famous red sofa. Audiences responded with overwhelming approval, with many urging BBC executives to give Rachel a permanent slot on the programme. During that period, countless supporters voiced their hopes for Rachel to take over from Naga for good, with one social media user posting on platform X, "Please, can we keep Rachel instead of Naga?" Another admirer shared this view, declaring, "BBC Breakfast Rachel Burden is one of the better presenters on the BBC." A third observer remarked, "This pairing of Charlie with Rachel seems to work well as with Nina," reports The Express. One final commenter declared, "Rachel demonstrating how to do a good interview #breakfast." Reports Bristol Live. Rachel is arguably most recognised by audiences for her Sunday morning appearances on BBC Breakfast alongside Roger Johnson, where their natural connection and television chemistry have proven tremendously popular. The 50-year-old broadcaster also hosts her own weekday breakfast programme on BBC Radio 5 Live, a position she has maintained since 2011, establishing her as a trusted voice amongst her audience. Famous husband Rachel is wed to BBC journalist Luke Mendham, renowned for his work on major shows such as BBC Panorama, Britain's Secret Charity Cheats, BBC Horizon, and Channel 4 Dispatches. The pair have been married for over 2 decades and even celebrated a milestone wedding anniversary last year. Rachel marked the occasion on Instagram with a throwback snap from their nuptials. To mark their 20th anniversary, Rachel shared, "It was 20 years ago today," and added, "So I made him put on that old suit, because I loved my wedding dress so much." She also revealed, "And we celebrated with beautiful friends who married in the same church the day before us, although we only found out when we moved in opposite them 3 years later, and were both pregnant and due on the same date." Ending on an optimistic note, she expressed, "Anyway, we made it. And I quite fancy having a go at another 20. As a mother of 4, Rachel often updates her followers on family matters, sharing snaps of her children and their shared escapades. Residing in the Cheshire countryside, Rachel, Luke, and their offspring, Rose, Alice, Sam, and Henry, relish their outdoor excursions. Back in 2017, Rachel divulged her wish for a big family. Although Luke appeared content with their lot, Rachel still yearned for a 4th child. Speaking to Cheshire Live, she disclosed, "I spent quite some time persuading my journalist husband, Luke, that our family would be complete with a 4th child, quite something when we had originally planned to have only 2. Despite having 3 children already with relatively straightforward births, Rachel admitted she hadn't thought about the chance of complications, which unfortunately did happen. The journalist looked back on her attitude at the time as arrogant for not thinking about the potential problems, and her baby boy arrived prematurely at 31 weeks. She conceded, "I had 3 very sort of straightforward pregnancies and I made the terribly arrogant assumption he'd have a 4th baby and it would be fine and straightforward. And I think sometimes when I reflect on it, I think it was a really selfish thing to do. I came from a big family, I really wanted a big family,